Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video. If you click on this video, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you're chilling at home and or making money. Get that money, shmoney. Anyway, this video is going to be about, if you've read the title and or maybe got a reference from the thumbnail, is some gameplay of Sikkim Ranger post-patch, where Sikkim Ranger got some nerfs. Ranger got some nerfs to bring it down to, in my opinion, a better level in terms of the overall health of the game. That didn't stop me from being complete and utter garbage when playing it, because I haven't played Ranger in a little bit, and I decided to go straight into comp. I didn't even warm up, I just went straight in. I used to play Power Soulbeast, I guess it was called Sikkim Soulbeast, quite often in PvP. It wasn't my go-to, but I would definitely go and switch off onto Ranger because it was just performing so well, and I had an easy time with it. So this very first clips was my first game, and overall it took me a bit to get used to it. Basically, I'm gonna be going over some footage and giving my opinions on the changes and how I felt. So, starting off, you already saw I died there. I'm going to die a couple more times in this first match, but then my second match, I have some key highlights that I want to point out because I got a little bit more used to it. I became more used to evading and getting away from fights and escaping. This was just kind of like a warm-up, but just showing you what not to do. And that is going in. And when your team can't get kills, don't swap to Greatsword thinking you can do it when 3 other enemies are just bombing you with conditions and pulling you and CCing you. Just stay at range if you need to. You know, it's better not to die. If someone's dead and you know it's not looking good for them, don't try to be a savior. Unless you know you can get it. But if you don't. Just don't do it. So, my thoughts on the general Soulbeast changes. I think Unstoppable Union was a very healthy change. And I still think it's a good trait. It removes conditions that acts as a stun break, so if you really need it, and you're aware that you need it, you can press it. I, on the other hand, was never really aware that I needed it in terms of cleansing conditions or breaking out a stun, because I'm still not used to Soulbeast. But I'll get there. It's a learning curve for me. Other than Unstoppable Union, the change to the minor trait, I forgot what it was called, viciously anyway. If you interrupt or impair a foe, you gain a damage buff, and it lasts for so much longer, and I guess it's just nice to have as a little bit of an extra buff and padding to a couple other nerfs for the Soulbeast. Additionally, one of the biggest nerfs for Soulbeast has to be Sikkim, and I want to talk. I don't know if I'm going to talk at length about Soulbeast, but this is one of the more major points that has come about since the balance change, and one of the skills to get hit the hardest, and for good reason. Sikkim was an amazing ability, amazing utility skill that absolutely dominated, especially when you're running ranged in certain trait combinations where you can just get interrupts and you can lock someone down and just barrage them at afar. It ended up being very annoying to play against. So what they did is they reduced the amount of damage increase. They reduced the modifier from 40% to 25% while you're merged in beast mode with your pet. I'm glad that they still kept the 40% when you're not in beast mode and your pet is just out by itself. I still think it's nice because your pet could use some improvements, because like it's nice to have because you're not like merged, so you don't have the brain, you're relying on AI. So I think it's overall a very healthy change, and just saying, 25% on a fairly low cooldown at your fingertips, activatable at any time. It's not like it's reliant on a trait to activate. It's still really good. 25% is still no laughing matter. And especially when you pair it with like the elite Soulbeast utility, One Wolf Pack with a longbow, rapid fire, you can get a lot of damage out. Also, if you impair them, you get the minor trait as well. So, you know, keep smashing away. You never know. This, I think, this portion of the footage is what I wanted to talk about as well. This is me becoming like 7,000 IQ and managing to escape. I don't know how I did. I got down to 900%. I thought I was going to die from this poison. I am using my rock gazelle to get away. And I know that the optimal, quote unquote, optimal pet is one of the birds for the swoop to get you even further range. But I'm enjoying my rock gazelle. So rock gazelle into your greatsword 3, using your hunter shot and longbow to gain stealth. All great defensive tactics. Also using Doliac stance. Here, I catch this ranger a little off guard. I don't know why that was being obstructed. But yeah. Talking about obstruction, a little divergent talking point. But Necro Staff auto attack is the least reliable auto attack in the game, in my opinion. Obstructed for literally standing there. It's not even obstructed. You have line of sight and everything. Anyway, so I managed to get that individual up. I start ranging. I notice that this thief is here because he pops Dagger Storm. And that's when you need to really be careful. I'm still getting used to my beast mode abilities using my F3 when you're, I forgot what it's called, Planetary Impact? It's when we pop down and do a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage, it's fun to use, but I'm still getting a little used to it. I'm getting used to the radius in particular. This was, I just think, I want to keep this in just to give kudos to this thief. This thief and I had a really fun prolonged duel where he kept going to stealth. I kept trying to predict where he was and dodge and evade. I think this is when I noticed he was still around. No, I tried to loop around, and then this is after that we start having our little bit of a tussle. But overall, I wanted to keep this in because it was a lot of fun. Kudos to the thief for getting the upper hand. Spoiler alert, I'd end up dying here. But overall, I think Soulbeast is still a lot of fun. I'm running I would think is very common, Beast Mastery, Wilderness Survival, and Soulbeast, and my traits you can see right there. I'm using Bear Staff. I don't know if I want to start playing around with Troll Ungent. I think it removes conditions as well. I don't know. I'm having some fun times with Bear Stance. I don't know which one is like quote unquote more optimal. But I'll check out Troll Ungent in a game or two. But other than that, I still think Soulbeast is very powerful, and I don't think they nerfed it as hardly as they could have. I mean, you could have been like Signet of Inspiration, Chronomancer, but you weren't, so consider yourself lucky, I guess. And you're still doing a lot of damage. I was very pleased with Soulbeast right now. I think it's in a healthy spot. My very first game that I showed you guys, the enemy team stacked, I think, a Condi Soulbeast and a Power Soulbeast. If you have two Soulbeasts and you're cooperating as a unit, like you're on comms, you can dominate! It's still very powerful. And I might even check out Condi Soulbeast. I don't know how they're holding up. But maybe some more build opportunities. Here we see some preparations being used. I have yet to take preparations into a PvP match. And I have yet, oh, that was a nice, like, interrupt planetary impact. You still get a lot of damage, and I'm fighting Spellbreaker, so I don't know if the Spellbreaker was inexperienced, but this was comp, and I'm gold 3. So, yeah, I dropped down from plat. I know, it's a little sad. But it happens. Sometimes you get a losing streak, and you're like, well, I'm back in gold. But talking about the thief, I've yet to make a build with preparations. I'm excited. I still am waiting for build templates, as we all are. And that shaman has been data mining some very interesting stuff, and I'm like, okay, Arena, you can unleash the hounds now. Just take your time, Arena, don't worry. Take your time, but at the same time, speed up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm selling? You buy what I'm selling, you eat what I'm serving. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. There's a siren going off in the background. I live in a very metropolitan suburban area, and like the video if you liked it, I end up just smashing this AFK person. Like the video if you liked it, comment below on your thoughts on Soulbeast or any other professions in this recent bounce patch. And my links are down below, my Discord, my Twitter, my Patreon, all of that good stuff. Can't wait to make more videos. I have another video coming up soon, and even another one after that. Might do some Overwatch. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Oh, let's play out. Bye. Oh god, that's stop. Oh, that's so good when you're gonna stop at the very end. Oh, it just really gets you. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to stop talking. Okay, bye. Down below, I have links to all things Guild Wars 2 for free-to-play players and expansion players alike. So if you or a loved one are interested in playing Guild Wars 2, check the links down below and begin your adventure in Tyria today. See you in game!